Hello, I'm Necro, and today I'll be taking you through the Bilbrin Forest's Adventurer's Tome items. Timestamps are in the description, so without further ado, let's begin. We're going to be starting out at the Helman Castle Remains Triport. As you can see, right beside the triport is going to be our first Makoko seed. After we got that freebie, we're going to leave the ruins and head to the southeast. At about halfway between the ruins and the Battlebound Plains, you're going to run into the lead Moonlight Wolf monster mark. Go ahead and slap him down, and then we'll return to the ruins. We'll head down the southwest path, taking a right at the branch, until you arrive at about here on the map, where you'll find this tree, and if you push yourself into it, you'll find another Makoko seed. Now we're going to head past the Spring Refugee Outpost, to approximately here on the map. Beside this little pond and fence post, behind this rock, you'll find another Makoko seed. Now we'll be heading to the other side of the pond, and pretty much on the exact opposite side beside this rock is another seed. With those two seeds, we're going to head to the southwest, into this little nook right here. If you search behind Hobbs in this fern right here, you'll find an investigate symbol, and this will start Lost Letter 1 of 2. Since we have a 20-minute timer, we have a little extra time to finish the left side of the map, so we're going to head west. In this area right here is going to be where Rovlen spawns. Just like the other world bosses, he'll be on a 30-minute timer, so if he's not here at first, just give him a little bit and hopefully he'll spawn for you. So you see here we got the Rovlen spawn. So we're going to go ahead and kill him. Now from killing Rovlen, there's a couple of things to note. One is that once he dies, you'll see these papers on the ground. If you investigate them, you'll get the Tiger of Bilbrin hidden story. Now it looks like we didn't get lucky this time, but when you kill him, there's a chance he'll drop an item called Rovlen's Tentacle. If you leave that in your inventory for a while, it will eventually turn into the Wriggling Tentacle SASHIMI. So good luck on your kills. Rovlen aside, we're going to continue towards the dungeon and up towards the triport. You can also teleport here if you're not too worried about Rovlen. Past the triport, we're going to keep heading north, taking the first right to just in the middle of this connecting path. We're going to be looking for the monster mark, the Red Hand Warlock. If he's not here, continue on and I'll show you another spot that he can spawn. We'll be heading further north till you get to about right here. You'll see where the road splits to a dead end, and then right here underneath this tree is another seed. Now we'll continue past the bandit camp, and we'll be looking around the road right about here until we find the Red Hand Warlock, a large bandit caster. Go ahead and slap him down. And right here, just south of where he spawns, if you look behind this fence right here, you're going to find a slightly obscured Makoko seed. And now we'll be heading back to the Spring Refugee Outpost. You should still have a little bit of time left on your lost letter. If you don't, you can go back and refresh it. With that timer still active though, we're going to be taking the path to the southeast here. We'll first be trying to find the Agile Rakuni monster mark. It should be around this area. Once you do, go ahead and kill it. In the same area at the far south, we'll be looking behind this column to find another Makoko seed. After the seed, we're going to be following this wall to the right until we find a Vista. And finally, we're going to keep hugging the wall until we find a book amidst the grass. You'll investigate it, and you'll finish Lost Letter. We'll head back to the main part. Now we'll be taking the path towards the Medric Monastery. Until we get to about right here. To your left, you'll see this broken cart, and behind it is a Makoko seed. From the seed, just walk a little bit to the right, and you'll eventually see this tree and rock. You can find an investigate symbol. This will give you the man-eating bear's gallbladder, which we'll take to Lake Bar, in Lake Bar Village, to cook heron, to make the bear gallbladder skewer. And it's ready to add to the Adventurer's Tome. Now from the gallbladder, we're going to be heading to the west, to this dead end here, where we'll be looking for the lead Red Rock Bear monster mark. You'll kill him, and then you'll look for this broken stump, beside of which is another seed. And now it's time to finish up by heading to the Grayhammer mine and starting the dungeon. Once you're here, don't forget to choose whichever difficulty you need for your Adventurer's Tome completion. So upon starting, we're going to be at this part of the cave. As soon as you walk forward, you'll see these barrels, and if you go to search them, you'll start Sleight of Hand number 1 of 5. Now we only have a 10-minute time limit on this, so we have to be a little bit expedient as we make our way through the dungeon objectives. You'll go down the first elevator here, and in this area, where you have to defeat the Brigands in Darkness Cragoliths, in the top right portion here, you're going to find a Makoko seed. And south from that seed, if you explore the ground right here, you'll find another investigate symbol. This will give you Sleight of Hand 2 of 5, and it will refresh your timer to 20 minutes. So we'll continue pushing on, and we'll come back in a moment. In this next area, go ahead and finish your objective. If you didn't manage to get a kill on it back in Medric Monastery, you'll have a chance to kill the Crazed Darkness Cragolith. Again, it's worth noting that in the Tome it's called the Raging Darkness Cragolith instead. After you take care of the monsters, you'll notice a bag on the ground that you can investigate. That will give you the tightly covered rum, which again we'll take back to Lake Bar at Lake Bar Village to cook Heron to craft the Miner's Rum. And now it's ready for the Adventurer's Tome. Now right beside the bag, you'll notice this crack in the wall. We're going to head through. And in this secret area, you're going to find 2 seeds. And this lantern you can interact with. Go ahead and pick that up. Now we're going to exit the secret area and do some backtracking. You'll pass through this gate you were just at, and if you hug this wall, you'll see there's another crack, and you'll go in, where you'll find a Makoko seed here, and this empty pedestal, which we'll put our lantern on top of. And once you set the lantern down, voila! Hidden path. And across the magical bridge, we'll find the most regal looking Makoko seed. We're going to continue along the main path until we get to this room, and we're going to clear out all the monsters. While clearing out the monsters, you'll defeat the elite Grayhammer Explorer. He's up here in this corner. Also in this area, when you go to fill the empty powder keg, you'll notice a seed to its south. And to its northwest, a Vista. Blow up these rocks. And right here at this teleport, you'll see a Makoko seed. Now we'll get in the minecart, and literally, as soon as we land, if you look to your left, there's a seed. Enter this next room and clear out some monsters. You'll likely run into the elite Grayhammer Mugger. Make sure you slap him down. And before you press on, break this cage and grab the seed behind it. We'll continue to defeat bandits in this room. In the north part, you'll see a cage and some barrels, and if you break the barrels, there's a Makoko seed underneath. After you smash a barricade, if you look to your right, there's another seed, and then we'll be heading to the final room of the dungeon. Go ahead and kill the boss. Search the northern part of the room for a Makoko seed. And from the left side of the room, if you look behind this tree, you'll find a paper. That'll be sleight of hand 3 of 5. Then, if you look just below where we found the seed, you'll find another option to investigate for 4 of 5. Head a little south, and search the body by the fire here for sleight of hand 5 of 5. And that wraps up Bilbrin Forest. If this video helped you at all, consider leaving a like, it would mean a lot. Subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of the series, and let me know if there's something you'd like me to do better in the comments. Battlebound Plains is next, so until then, that's all for me. See ya!